When like I first started, like I was just applying to everything. I think that like I just started to apply to all the internships, and I didn't really think like that the Celtics like had like a program kind of. But I just kind of thought, why not just aim for something like high? Like don't limit yourself to like certain companies because like you think that you can't reach them. So why not aim for like certain companies that you want to work for? So I just went on the website and they had a program, and I applied, and I think I heard back within like 2 weeks, and then that started kind of the process of where I am now. So I started back in beginning of January, and then it'll be, I think, around like till the end of May. So I think around 5 months or so. So it's kind of hybrid. It kind of depends on what my work week kind of is, especially for like home games. I'm usually always at the Garden, but then usually if there's just like a slow week or something, then I'll just do editing from home and just kind of hang out. It's always changing. It always depends on like what we have that week, of course, depending on like what our schedule is for games, and then how we go from there. Usually I work from Monday through Friday, and then of course, as I said, like all home games I'm there. So usually I'm working like maybe like 5 hours a day, just helping with whatever content they need, or whatever big projects or shoots they have coming up. I think of course, like I'm around like the team all the time, so that's just like incredible. But I think my favorite part is when we have these like community shoots, and that's when we either go out into the community, or we just kind of, or like we like surprise members of our community with like certain gift surprises, or surprise them with like the team. And I think just like seeing like their faces and like their reactions is just kind of like the best, because like yeah, it's always fun to do like small projects and like make like little videos and like TikToks and like pieces of content, but like actually like going out and like doing things like in like Boston is definitely my favorite part so far. I think that like the whole part of the internship is to learn what I don't know. So I would be kind of not sad, but I think I would be kind of let down almost if I went in there and I knew everything that was happening. I think that like the whole point of doing a internship and like working with like certain corporations and businesses is to learn things that you don't already know. I think knowing trends is always important, especially for media and social media. Knowing what different demographics people, or knowing what knowing what each demographic wants to see and what they should be seeing. I think that especially with like the Celtics, like there's so many different groups of people that we have watching, especially from like young people to fans who've been around for a while. So I think that knowing trends and knowing how to give certain groups content that they want to see is very important. It's the Boston Celtics. Like they offered me it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow. No, I think that I've always been a fan of the Celtics, and especially growing up on Cape Cod. Like I've watched them since I was little, and I just thought that I think that I was always scared to take a internship just because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I think that when massive opportunities come up, you just have to take them. And like, even though I was terrified like my first week, I think I don't know. I think that being scared puts you in like certain uncomfortable positions just to like figure out who you are and figure out what you want to do. So that it was the greatest choice that I've made by far.